In 1878 New Mexico, Theresa Adams arrives with nothing but a broken heart and the shame of being abandoned by the man she trusted. Stranded and uncertain, she faces a future shaped by loss, until a quiet rancher offers her shelter without questions or judgment. What begins as an act of kindness slowly becomes a bond forged through respect, shared values, and hard-earned trust. As desert storms test both land and spirit, Theresa must decide whether to guard her wounded heart or risk believing in love again. This is a frontier tale of resilience, dignity, and a second chance at happiness. In the wide, sun-washed stretches of New Mexico in 1878, Theresa Adams arrived with a heart already bruised beyond repair. She had come west believing she would begin a new life as a wife, her future neatly laid out by promises whispered in letters and sealed with vows that were never kept. Instead, she was met with rejection and humiliation when her fiancé failed to meet her, leaving her stranded in a land that felt as unforgiving as her shattered hopes. For days, Theresa wandered between the small settlement and the dusty road beyond it, unsure where to go or how to begin again. Pride kept her from begging for help, but exhaustion and despair soon wore it thin. It was on one such evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the desert in shades of fire and gold, that Russell Garrett noticed her standing alone near his ranch fence, her single trunk at her feet. Russell was a quiet man, shaped by loss and long days under open skies. He had built his ranch with patience and steady effort after losing his parents at a young age, finding solace in the rhythm of cattle, seasons, and honest work. When he approached Theresa, he did so without questions or judgment, offering water, a meal, and a place to rest for the night. She accepted with hesitation, but his calm presence soothed fears she hadn't known how to voice. What began as temporary shelter soon became something deeper. Russell asked nothing of Theresa beyond what she was willing to give. She helped with cooking and mending, grateful for simple tasks that kept her hands busy and her mind quiet. Over shared meals and long evenings on the porch, she began to speak of her past, the promises that led her west, the shame of being cast aside. Russell listened, never interrupting, never offering empty reassurances. Slowly, Theresa's heartbreak softened. She discovered that respect and kindness could be just as powerful as passion. Russell, in turn, found himself drawn to her resilience. Beneath her sorrow was a strength that mirrored his own. A determination to survive, to build something meaningful from broken beginnings. Life on the ranch was not without hardship. Drought threatened the cattle, and storms rolled in without warning, testing both land and spirit. Yet with each challenge, Theresa found purpose. She kept the ranch ledgers, suggested improvements to the supply routes, and worked alongside Russell when needed. Her confidence grew with each success, and her laughter, once rare, returned in quiet moments beneath the stars. Rumors in town spoke of her abandonment, but Theresa no longer flinched at whispers. She had found dignity in honest work and peace in a place where she was valued for who she was, not for the promises someone else had broken. Russell's feelings deepened slowly, rooted in admiration rather than desire alone. When he finally confessed his affection, it was with humility and patience, making it clear that Theresa's choice mattered above all else. She took time to consider, not because she doubted him, but because she had learned the value of choosing wisely. When Theresa accepted his proposal, it felt less like a leap of faith and more like a natural step forward. Their marriage was simple, witnessed by neighbors who had come to respect the quiet strength of their bond. Together, they expanded the ranch, turning it into a place of stability and warmth. In the vast landscape of New Mexico, where dreams often shattered under harsh skies, Theresa Adams found something rare, a love built not on illusion, but on shared values, trust, and resilience. The heartbreak that once defined her journey became only the beginning of a life shaped by purpose, partnership, and enduring hope.